So hello. Let me do my howdies, and then I'm going to turn over the dashboard here to Stacy to do comments while I move to do other things. Lisa Harrent. Hello. Realm Full of Your Nightmare. Larry Hughes. Lindy Vito. Riot Demon. It's a riot demon, throw back a bottle of beer. It's a riot demon, throw a comb to your coal black hair. I think of that song every time I read that name. Susan Attai, Sons of Wayne, Scott Creighton, Stanley S., John Sheffield, Ronnie Sheps, Michelle Schulte, Chad Smith, Head Static, Crix, good evening again, Aquacade Creations, and Robert D'Andrea. And the king, you made it.
Hello, Scott Creighton.
I'm going to leave it on me, well, just the camera, and then I'm going to give this area over to Shafee. Are we coming, little buddy? Oh, my little buddy has to realign. Here we go.
I will wait for take my chances.
Okay, there we go. Now we have camera action.
Mike Victoria the tile, Paul Benson Boo.
Hi. And Boo. Boo back to you, Paul Bennett.
Who to you?
Okay. So I had some minor technical challenges, but nothing terrible. Before we started, again, this is all stuff that I'm kind of learning. Over here in the back corner, we have Stan and the wife are having a paint meeting to get the paint up on the website. Rue is having you just had dinner, right? What you did. Okay.
No.
Moving on to
The famous QT.
And he'll be my delicious QT beverage.
Hello, Mike
cup.
Victoria. Ryan James says, throw back a bottle of Ciroc. I don't think that's how the song goes. Caption bot.
Oh, well, hey, what do you do? And then I will be working on masks. Last time we were live, I think, we did Murder Hornet. And I'm going to put this away. We're going to the Ghost Mask.
Blank Victoria says, hi, Rue. Ron Chef says, hey, Fixie and Rudolph.
Hello.
Hello. Hello.
Rudolph.
Blank Victoria says, hi,
Just
Stan.
gonna go with it. It's fine.
Paul Bennett says, hi, everyone in the shop.
You have been called worse, Rue.
I have been called worse.
Hello.
Lots worse.
Hello, Paul Bennett.
Ron Chef says, hey, Rue, wife, and Stan. Scott Creighton says, what up, Rue?
What up,
Mike
y'all?
Kurtanowski says, hi, guys.
Would you flip the tripod, please?
I love this one.
You got to make sure that that's pretty good.
Where you have fans.
Ross Richard says, hello, fellow Creepers family.
Hey, Ross. Good to
Rachel
see you
Little
on.
says, good evening.
Hold on. I haven't seen Ross on in a while. Give him a Beastman fist bump.
Man.
Yeah. There we go.
The King says, love the hoodie, looks great.
Thanks. You know what? Funny story about, I guess go back to Ozbot. I'm talking about the hoodie now. So this hoodie, it arrived in the mail and I got the email saying, hey, your package was delivered. No package. And you might notice it has a lot of little holes in it and stuff. The dogs got my package for me. And they had already been wrestling with it, and it has some. They pre-distressed my hoodie for me. So there you go.
Ken Zurish says, good evening, everyone.
And you know, I'm staying off spot because I gotta, I'm not ready.
Sure.
So I gotta get my paints together and stuff. And Ozbot is a good general room temp.
Ross Richard says, yay, thanks for the fist bump. I take it that showed up. I didn't see it come up in the chat like it has been.
It did, I guess. I think the chat
It came
kinda
up. I
rolled.
thought come up on the screen.
I saw it come up on the screen, but I didn't see it come up in the chat, so.
Interesting.
Yeah. Aquacade Creation says, ouch. Realm says, love that mask. Good, Shannon.
Oh, thank
Good, there, Craig.
Good.
Scott Colhart says, hello, everyone. Hi, Scott.
you.
Let's go.
Hey, Pop Hard. Dan, I want you to know the great restraint that I'm showing by not just grabbing a new bottle of paint every time I want a color of paint.
That's customer paint.
That's like trying to hide t-shirts and ball caps.
But this is a working shop.
No.
That's kind of like having, a living room with plastic over your furniture, right? I want to use that paint.
Get all, turn into an old man. That there's customer paint.
Angry old man stand.
Mm-hmm. Right there, it's for the paying folks.
Now we can go to tripod. And Crips is on. He's going to give me hell for not having a clean airbrush.
Probably. Mrs. CB says evening all. Ron Shep says, how thick did the baby mold end up?
It's not dry yet, so we don't know. And it may just be glued there forever, because it wasn't adhesive that we tried.
To be fair, it may have been glued there forever
Anyway,
the second we poured glue into the mold.
But you're just about guaranteed that that's the case now.
Realm says I meant good job. It's good, sorry. Rachel Lowell says, I was so happy I upgraded my upgraded Patreon payment came out today. I just bumped up a level, but the PayPal notification made me do a happy.
You know what? I really appreciate your support. Thank you so much for that.
Anthony Pantano says, hey all. Digital Nucleus says, caught y'all live. Now I have to learn how to make stuff.
Hello, Digital Nucleus. It's been a while. Go ahead and get Digital Nucleus a piece, man. I'm just giving those things out like candy.
That would go? Did you do?
I don't see it on the chat, but it showed up on the screen.
Okay.
You can probe it.
Are you guys seeing the Beast Man fist bump?
I did learn that if a moderator types in cuss words, they show up.
Yes.
If anyone else types in cuss words, they don't show up except for them. They think that their post went through.
Ross Richard says, what's the official name of this mask?
Well, I think my wife and I are fighting because I want to call it Wraith and she wants to call it Smoke Ghost. So she wants to call it Smoke.
And the king says, I am Groot. Digital Nucleus says, beard looking sexy, my dude.
Why, thank you. It's a little stabbing the crazy right now. Which is like normal crazy, but often found by the side of the road.
Call it Wraith if you like.
You can call it Smoke Wraith.
How about Smoke Wraith?
That's fine.
It's
We'll talk about this off camera.
Smoke Wraith, though, it sounds like they didn't make a shot.
It's a dream video. Special hello to Drew.
You got a special hello from Vincent.
Right, James says we saw that this looked good. Michael Lassiter says, howdy folks. Hello, Michael Lassiter.
So dear.
Hey, Michael.
Liger Thorne says, Smoke. Rachel Little says, I think she should win. She did do the sculpt. Ron Chef says, well, guess we didn't win that argument. June Ritchie says, hello.
I'll be honest with you. It's probably going to be her that wins because
She's the one who puts
she
on
puts
the
it in the
website.
website. You know what I mean? So I don't have any control unless I want to start doing it myself, and that doesn't sound like fun.
Realm says, working on schoolwork, so I'm going to In and Out, which I wish I could watch the whole thing.
No problem, Realms.
Right, David says, Smoke Wraith is a compromise.
Realms, what do you want to be when you grow up?
Or
That'll tell me whether or not school is important.
Horror Beauty says, hello, sorry I'm late. Hope everyone's having a good night/morning. Tens Reach asks, is this Shannon's mask?
This is the mask that Shannon sculpted, yes.
Scott Kohler says, it looks like it's called Smoke Blank.
Yeah, see, I was not the one who typed that in.
Realm says he wants to be a haunted house owner.
Okay, then technically you don't need school, man. You can just throw those books in the trash.
Alan,
What?
terrible.
What?
He's helping people.
Maybe get a degree in management.
I didn't go to college. Everything I learned from management, I learned from Skeletor. I have a T-shirt to prove it.
Kendra says, yes.
You want to be a... Oh, there's so many comments I could make about being on it.
Poison
So
Food Mag
so
says,
many.
oh great, looking forward to Shannon's mask.
Me too.
Realm says, I agree.
Of course you do.
There you go.
Of course you do.
Anybody gives you any trouble, just say, Shannon said. You just throw those books in the garbage.
Nobody's gonna believe Shannon said that.
So I'm just doing a brush base of white on this, and I'm doing it with the brush because I just didn't want to put it in the airbrush right off the bat. You know, let's brush coat this and let it live. Also, there's a lot of nooks and crannies here, and airbrushes are very one direction. I'd have to hit it from this side and hit it from that side, and that means I'd end up putting more paint on it anyway.
Oh, well, that ended up.
Realm says, I'm joking.
No, I got it. things that I'll be getting is another monitor
Hey,
so that we can comments on one screen.
you put the monitor up there.
Yeah.
It's down here.
Yeah.
Perfect.
All of this has been a giant adventure in learning how to broadcast and all that.
Stay tuned. Car Karen says hi everyone.
Hey. I love that, like, we have random businesses that watch, like, there's tattoo shops, there's a car care, I mean, there's all kinds of places, and they're just watching monsters get made. That's kind of cool.
Everybody loves a monster.
Oh. Crunch.
That goes over by Stacy.
Thanks, Brand.
When you are facing out, you want to hit all the angles. So don't just hold your mask in one plane. Move your head around it. Move around and watch and view and figure out what angle haven't you hit yet. A lot of, like, when you're airbrushing big prosthetics or whatever, or big masks that have big cheekbones, sometimes you'll see that they airbrush it from the front and they didn't get the back of the cheekbone because it just sticks out and it blocks a little area. Something to consider. Hey, Rue, could you
Sure.
give me a heat gun and plug it in up here in the middle? So I can switch to a heat gun when it's time. I'm probably going to train you how to heat gun a mask and dry it off while I eat a delicious bowl of stew.
You're gonna train me how to
I'm
keep
going
on a
to
mask.
train you how to
Dry
dry
it
it off. That's right.
Stay tuned to Car Karen says I've done body work and paint correction like it's own art, like sculpting, etc. I've always liked art as a kid.
Well, right now, Stan is doing body work because he's putting together bodies from pool noodles. And,
The chin hair on your mask.
oh yeah, I do. And I'm doing paint. So, we have a lot.
Paint and body.
There's a lot of folks on who like cars. I too drive cars.
Hi guys.
Hey, what? You know what? You're even good at basing out. You could finish basing this out.
You're right. I totally could.
As long as we don't go to outclock, then I won't be busted. Not just finish basing and then go ahead and dry it up. I'm gonna have a bowl of stew. Ladies and gentlemen, Rue Newman.
Oh, stop that.
I knew him before he was on the
Open
show.
bracket applause.
We knew him before he was famous.
Al Matra says, hello everyone. Stay tuned, Car Care says, sound check, or is it just me? Because we've switched over to this new microphone, they took some low end out of it so that the heat gun would not be overwhelming all of the sound. The problem with that is it makes it a little robotic, choppy sounding while the heat gun is running. So if you notice that, that will be the times when the heat gun is going. That's when the audio gets janky. We are, working on a better solution for it, but in the meantime, that's what we got. You can either not hear us at all over the heat gun, or hear us, but kind of wonky. Monster Morgue Tutorial says hello to Alan, wife, and the crew. Hey Alan, can I share the making of the piece I sent you at the Facebook page?
Please do, of course. That's what the Facebook page is for.
Sorry. Susie Gardner says evening.
Hello, Susie Gardner.
Hi, Mrs. Stacy.
It's been a while. Give her a Beast Man fist bump.
Mom, you get a beast man fist bump. Brace yourself. There's a noise coming. There you go.
I took the camera down. I have a picture of all of them all together because I'm saying kid prices.
There you
They're leaving us.
Yeah, when we was that, and changed the angle a little bit.
But the six.
The thing it's doing in the it's pulling up the search
The idea of
function in the chat.
go with it.
Yes.
When I hit the beast
If they want to work, they just isolate one of everything else. They want everything. That's it. Yeah.
Monster Morgue Tutorial says cool, thanks. Barbara Stiletti says hi all, lots of snow here, so I'm in the mood for hot painting.
Yeah.
Mom
Well, we're going
says,
to use white and blue, so don't get excited. hot painting action.
Mom says, "Oh, how sweet."
That works. Thank you, sir.
Yes, ma'am.
Also, it does look like we're going to be able to come out on the 12th.
Put it up.
Because I meant to message her, but then I forgot. Ken Zarish sends a fist bump back. Thank you, Scott Colhart, for bumping our Patreon. Ross Richard says, "I had this mask. I painted like an ice monster and call it the Ice Spawn King."
Well, the blank is already up on the website. Yeah.
Staging Park here says, "Mask kind of reminds me of Groot a bit."
I'd say this one could be like Stacy said, it could be every element. We were talking about this the other day. You could do this in fire, you could do this in ice, you could do it in smoke, you could do it in all.
I want to see it like a fraggy rock.
Put an elbow cap on.
What's that?
Put an elbow cap on. And Stan, I'm going to go and let you stop doing that because it's sadly messing with the audio a little too much.
Okay.
Have to be cognizant of that.
Also, it's 10 till, so get your bullet food.
Mhm.
Mom says, "Yay." Monster Board Tutorial says, "Making a zombie snail Funko Pop to send you, Alan."
Oh my God.
That's awesome!
Roddy Pope says, "Hello, everybody." Thank you, Scott Colhart, for linking the smoke blank. Yes, smoking.
This will not let me make drop a second drop down. So I've got drop downs for
Teach me how to paint things.
Almatra Art says, "Did I miss something? When did the closed caption?"
Yesterday.
Yeah. Ken Zuri says, "Winter Tree Monster Ghost."
Stan, we're gonna swap and just put it in the
Very handy.
Just do the
Chip
four.
brush this time. It said shed. SHED.
No, it totally printed. Shouldn't.
Not yet. That was the sheet of the rock.
Good job, caption software.
Did it say shed?
No, yeah, no,
No, it didn't.
no, it did not.
Specifically designed to paint the top replica.
Rodney Pope says, "Sweet, getting to see a ghost get painted." Sons of Wayne says, "I feel sorry for anybody trying to figure out what's going on by the words in the closed caption." Ironically, it apparently does not print closed captioning very well. Susan Robinson says, "Hello, everyone." Hello. It may just be getting messed up because of the Stay tuned. Park here says, "Smoke reminded me of Gold member smoking a pen, cigar and a walk."
Okay.
Scott Pointer says, "Hello, y'all."
Oh.
They're probably getting them to do one, you know what I mean? You know what? Right? Come back to general description. Contain special price 8-ounce dish, if you will, or something along this.
Another good when they rattle.
Time to put in 6 or special.
Ron Shep says, "Heat gun is really messing with the audio."
Excuse me.
Scott Creighton says, like your lid, Ruth.
Ah, thank you.
Let me hop
This
on it,
hat
Stacy.
is really old. I
Stay-
just had since I was like 18.
Stay tuned, Park Pierce has been doing it before the heat gun. Well, we had 2 heat guns running, so.
Drew, you have sound.
Oh,
Hopefully-
sound back?
Yeah, I know exactly what happened that I just I've changed it.
Ah, okay.
We are tweaking settings. Bear with us, folks.
We're back.
Thank you, Rodney.
Yay, back.
We are trying to find a happy compromise to warped
Right.
audio versus no audio.
Then stop using the heat gun.
Valleys are still mean.
And we're back. How's it sound with no heat gun running?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Big Dog Matt says hello, creepers, and Alan and Stacy.
We get the,
Yeah, I think that the heat gun is just going to mess with the audio, and that'll do it. I got it, Drew. Thank you.
Thank you, Scott Coleman, for linking our Teespring merch.
that means
I like yours.
Linking our Teespring.
Okay, well, I'm gonna.
Thank you, Cash.
To add together.
Stay tuned, Carter says much better.
Go ahead to Ozbot. I think this is not a bad angle for Ozbot to handle either.
You are correct. Big Dog says Andrew. Mom says clear. Larry Hughes says heat gun kills that mic.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, it's a Hoover-like noise. It's going to do that.
Percy Eves asked, why can't I turn off closed caption?
Because I have done closed captioning. That is, I have put the closed captioning on there. It's not YouTube closed captioning. I did it so that our stream can be more inclusive for people who either can't have the sound up or can't hear it very well. So that is on my video. That is not a setting on your YouTube.
Auto-generated captioning is not a thing on YouTube for everyone yet. So we're doing it through a third party.
Yes, I want captioning on there. YouTube did a study where 40% of people said that they like captioning and they think it's a feature. 60% said they don't care either way, and 8% said it bothers them and they don't like it.
Big Dog says, I love the closed captioning. Ray Mitchell says, technically this is open captioning, closed is hidden. Fair. June Ritchie says, love the closed captioning. Scott Creighton says, great feature. Mom says, I love the CC. Station Carker says, it helps when the sound went out.
It's just nice. Yeah, it's nice to have. We do have a lot of loud things in the shop. Like we have to run heat guns to work, you know, that's just how it is.
Station Carker says, it's the only reading I get.
There you go.
The only reading I get.
Why did you read that again?
Because it didn't print correctly.
Okay, that's going to annoy people. Please don't do that. It's probably bothering him more that we should ignore it and just let it do its thing. Yeah, it should kind of fade to the background for the folks who aren't needing it or using it.
Thank you, Ron and Edson.
Yes.
Special effects.
Ron Shep says 40 plus 60 plus 8. He thinks YouTube's math is off.
Okay.
Edson Juice says, isn't that 108%?
Well, yes, but there were multiple ways they collected data.
Carol Borden says, still not getting notifications. That's why I miss you or get you late.
I am very sorry to hear that. We're normally on about 7, let's be honest, 7:15, 7:20. And then pretty much guaranteed is Monday, Wednesday, Friday. Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and weekends is no set time. So be aware of that.
Also, make sure that you're subscribed to this channel and not the old ones.
Yeah.
Ken Zarish says, Hunchback Thug Life. I see him back there, black hat.
Yes. Yeah. He has a hat on. Karen over here now has a watch cap on also. So they are hitting it.
Susan Robinson says, my only problem is I tend to read instead of watching.
Well, that's a possibility. All right, so let's go to Rue, who is trimming on tripod cam.
Yo,
You have to hit a button.
oh,
I'm like, yeah,
I forgot I still
I
had
thought
sunglasses
we
on.
were still not on tripod cam.
So I just looked over.
If you want to defend the position of your sunglasses to people, because I did mock you a little bit for them, and you can see if they decide to side with me that they're mockable.
That sounds terrible. That sounds like a horrible idea, because that sounds like people are going to mock me anyway.
Anthony Saletti says, good evening, everyone. Yeah, it took a
I think
second
my
to adjust
sunglasses are
for
cool.
beauty.
Alan says they're girl sunglasses. Alan's a big jerk.
Well, let me see your sunglasses.
Shannon agrees with him.
I want to put those on.
Everybody?
I want to put those on and go, oh, yeah.
I said, woo!
Oh, yeah.
I like them.
Sons of Wayne says,
They're
what,
black.
Sons of Wayne says, what little girl did you steal them from?
Don't take that crap.
Mike Laster says, Rue, that's a nice set of lady eyewear.
You're all mean.
Ken Zarish says, so it's just another way to keep the masks on heads. I think the hats are actually a stylistic choice. These are going to be
Well,
fishermen.
they're fishermen, so they have.
Fishermen.
Rue cannot be defined.
Ron Shep says, why are they girls? Because they're red?
No, not girls.
Because they're loud, I
They're
guess,
eccentric.
and eccentric. But
Okay.
anybody that's met me should know that
This cannot.
I don't mind eccentric, even in the least.
Stay tuned. Car Care says, those glasses are cool. The hat, I don't care so much about that. Or I don't know so much about that.
Oh, big dog, I see you.
I like that.
Edson
I've
Juice
had
says,
the hat since I was 17.
Rudolph had a red
18,
nose. We
19.
can have red glasses.
They're actually
Red
orange.
position.
You can't tell, but they're translucent orange.
Ron Shep says, where would you like, man? Anthony Pantano says, your glasses are cool, Rue. Forget the haters.
That's right.
That's what I say. I have clear ones just like them.
Rue was not.
Yeah, just sitting here trimming out eyes. Do this a lot.
Paul Bennett says, have fun. Time for me to get off here. Everybody hates when I drive with this dog.
So do the state troopers.
Big Dog Mass says, hello, Stan.
Hey, big dog.
He's just trying to be on camera. That's all he's doing. That's it.
What are you talking about?
Joanne Crowley says, good evening, everyone. Sons of Wayne says, did Dan bring it up for everybody? No, but Shannon did.
Yeah, Shannon brought enough for everybody here at the shop, which is how we like it.
Edson says, I like Rue's hat.
I like Rue's hat.
Ken Zarish says, stands in a Bug's Life glasses, but look cool.
Everything looks cool.
They are not a Bug's Life glasses either.
Gina Ritchie says, watch out, Rue. Stan has her glasses.
I don't think anybody's going to steal Stan's glasses.
Okay.
Dance glasses?
I mean, Rue's glasses.
Unlike some people who might
Dan was
own the
just
shop,
wearing it.
I don't mess with people's stuff. I don't want to name any names.
Cat Swift says, just got home from work. Where's the big guy?
I'm
Right there.
mixing myself a beverage.
that.
Can you hotspot us?
How to fix that?
Yes.
Oh, there's a big guy. Hello.
Trying to sneak away from hotspot. Futile. Okay. I went and I set the ghost up in the other room on fans. That way we don't have to turn on the, the thing
Good
with
job.
stuff.
Let's see.
Ken Zuri says very hipster.
Hipster. That's
Stop
a
it.
good word for
Stop it. Stop it. Stop it. I am not a hipster.
Oh. Did you get a picture of this orc number 1?
Works ready to go.
Yeah.
Edson Juice says, yay, rum and Diet Coke.
Just Coke Zero. Me mixing a drink means I put ice in it. That's what it means for me. So this is a orc number 1. This is back before I let other people name my masks. So I
So
think
they have masks named like orc number 1
right.
and orc number 2.
Big Dog says, smash the thumbs up button, please and thanks.
What you mean is masks and quality names. Quality names.
Michael and Lindsay Kyle says, I'm stuck at work, but wife and daughter are watching on Xbox at home. Have fun, team.
All right. Alexa, is the air compressor on?
Yeah.
Great. Alexa, stop.
Edson Juice says, Rue, skinny jeans, pink glasses equals hipster.
I do not wear skinny jeans. Ever. Ever, ever, ever.
But he said
Or wear pink glasses.
he's
These are
convinced
orange,
He's going to start.
which means they're Halloweeny, which means that I like.
We now know what to get Rue for Christmas, everybody.
Oh, no.
Skinny jeans.
Ken Zuri says, it's okay, I've had a pair like that, but with neon green frames.
See?
Cat Swift says, hey, Rue, cute legs.
Okay.
Say,
Thank you.
but why are you looking at me?
Oh, lost me in the lights.
She'll have to. I'm eating my corn muffin.
Hey, little buddy, you get confused?
Joanne probably says, mine keeps skipping a little with the sound. It sounded like you said dork. I mean, we didn't not
We
say
may
dork.
have actually just said dork.
That's Juice says, ha ha ha, 36 waist skinny jeans coming to the studio. Anthony Pantana says, I wear cheap aviator glasses.
I had a 36 waist once. High school was good times.
36 thigh. Like,
I have a 30. How did you know it was a 36 waist? That's what I want
that's
to
a
know
good
right
idea.
now. Like, you're way too good at that.
He says, too many people to follow, you're confusing him. Stay tuned, Car Care says, as long as he doesn't have a neck beard and drink craft beers on top of skinny jeans.
I kind of drink craft beers.
I was gonna
but-
say, like, nothing wrong with craft
He
beer.
doesn't have a neck beard because he wants to show off his tattoos.
Yeah.
Or his tattoos. I need to base this mask. And I think I want to do it in flesh. To get a bottle.
Not a new bottle.
I saw you stray that way with his
Did he
walking
just dip
there.
out? No.
No.
I was like, did you leave without saying bye? Ken Zarish says, deep sea fisherman, get the great white. Sons of Wayne says, the camera is so good we could read the tag on your pants.
Nice. That's not creepy at all. Alexa, add black airbrushes to my shopping list.
Oh.
I am.
Uh-oh.
Oh, I might have one in here. I don't have a new lid.
Well.
Just means I gotta do the pokey.
Pokey dance. Good looking.
Do the pokey. And this paint has sat here a little while, and I want to mix in another color with it. What did I base in bright yellow? Fishman I based in bright yellow.
Yeah.
I don't want bright yellow per se.
Oh, zombie snail.
But oh yeah, it is. Zombie snail. Zombie snail. I almost did an unceremony zombie snail.
It's terrible. Cricket says, oh no, not the airbrush.
I'm gonna do magenta in with this yellow in order to. Alexa, what color does magenta and yellow make?
Magenta and yellow is a group of colors that make red.
You're wrong. Nothing makes red.
Anthony Pantano says, when are you going to get a forge and make weapons?
He has one.
Well, I have one sitting out back, and I have vowed, zombie snail, that by the end of February, I will have it set up. I don't know that I would have it set up and have used it. So we have a yellowish pink, which is a perfectly fine color, and that's what I've decided to base him in.
Thank you, Scott Colhart, for listing our orc blank, linking our orc blank. Scarecrow77 says, what up, creeps?
Hello, homie.
Stay tuned, Carker says, what do you think of battery-powered airbrushes, if you've ever used them?
I haven't really used them. I've seen them. I used to make portable airbrush compressors out of the tire inflators, the 12-volt tire inflators. Put that in a fanny pack with a drill battery. And that does pretty good. So, they're okay. It all, it depends on what you're doing. This is the latex masks paint. This is kind of rid of my bottles. I'm airbrushing it with a Harbor Freight airbrush. But real thick liquids, I would not necessarily want to use a battery, like a makeup or something where it's a real thin fluid. You don't have to worry about it. Or inks, you're fine. But if you're doing mask paint, I probably would not go with something battery powered.
And Juice says, yay, zombie snail.
This is like the rose colored, it's a rose colored orc. I don't mind it.
Yeah.
So I have a little admission to make in front of everybody. It turns out that I really enjoy supernatural teen dramas. Because there was the TV show The Order on Netflix about werewolves and sorcerers.
I really liked that one.
I enjoyed that show. And then there was
it
another
really
one
does have some teenage
called Legacies, and that was teenage drama with vampires and werewolves. And then I enjoyed that one. I watched all the seasons of that, and then I just started watching one called Fate. I think it's called.
Well,
And-
you spoke the words teenage drama, so Grade's here.
Hooray! She can be summoned.
She said hi.
Hello, Gray. I'm going to use my tip cleaner here to scrub out this deep. I'm going to use my glasses.
So you can see the whole.
Come on, little buddy.
Hi, Greg. Anthony Filetti says Sabrina on Netflix.
I watched some of that. That was pretty Satan-y. I was a little higher in Satan-y content than I was super comfortable with. I prefer my Sataniness to be kind of dressed up a little bit. Call them something fun.
Mrs. CB says just watched Fate this past week. Enjoyed it.
Well, you watched all of it? Like, I got through 3/4 of an episode last night. I feel pretty good about that.
Gray says I'm not teenage drama. Well, maybe.
You want to argue about it?
Rodney Pope says watching Fate right now as I watch you live.
See.
I'm glad I'm not the only one who watches two things at the same time.
I do a lot.
I can't do that.
Big Dog says so sorry, gotta run. We'll watch later off.
All right, sir.
Watch later. Night off.
I like the torch tip cleaner.
Yeah.
That sucker works really well.
Scarecrow 77 says, yeah, I watch Legacies too. Call it a guilty pleasure.
It's just a good show.
I do kind of like that pink.
Did you go to tripod camp? Now it's got a heck of a glare on it. They're right under the light,
Yeah.
but you can get a gist of what the actual color looks like. It's sort of fleshy.
Baba Daza says, what show?
Well, there's one called Fate on Netflix, and it's about school for fairies. All of them take place at a school of one kind or another, and they're just fun. And I like monsters.
Well, if you like those, you probably actually would like The Magician. Like we were talking about the other day. Because, yeah, they fall right along that line, too.
Celeste P says, me. Ryland Chow says, is it me or whenever I go to the website, nothing shows up? Like there's no items for sale?
That's you.
That's you.
Is the website stillbstudios.com? That's the website. And are you hitting like the tabs that say, go do this thing someplace, stuff for sale?
Shop.
That's the one. Yeah, hit the shop button.
Baba Daza says, cool, I'll check it out.
And now you're gonna watch Root work while I.
Ooh, let Brew put his hat back on first.
Yeah, they love your hat so much.
Wow.
You got really floopy hair right now.
Very floofy hair. Very floofy.
Ryland Chow says, yeah, and there are no tabs.
Shannon may have it down because she's adding some things to it.
Yeah.
Would that impact it at all?
Just a one-time thing, or is this he always has this problem?
Thank you, Scott Colhart, for linking the shop. We're gonna check it out. Ronnie Pope says, my daughter Alexis watched the cartoon that this show Fate is based on. She was so excited when this came out.
Majestic.
Yeah.
Thank you, Greg.
Grace says the hat is majestic.
I think majestic is teen slang for old and tired.
She is the offspring of 2 English majors. She's got some quality vocab on her. Stay tuned, Car Care says he needs a Robinson Crusoe leaf hat. Scarecrow 77 says, nice hat, very Rob Zombie.
I guess.
I found out why Rob Zombie makes crappy horror movies.
Oh, I?
Oh.
Yeah, he's been a vegan since like the 80s.
That's gotta be it.
That's what. If you're not willing
I'm
to
sorry,
kill
vegans.
if you're not willing to kill an animal, let's say for food, then I don't think that you're going to capture the hunter-killer essence that a killer has to have. That's why Rob Zombie makes bad horror movies. Can we go back to Ozbot?
Ryland Chow says, I think ever since she's changed / updated the site, there were no buttons or tabs. If you click the 3 lines up at the top right, if you're on a mobile browser.
Yeah.
I'm able to see everything.
Yeah, me too. Kenzer says that hat looks like a replica of Motorhead's hat.
You just got to keep digging, sir.
See, Lemmy
all
is
there.
gone.
I was gonna
So-
say, it does kind of look like a Lenny hat.
Or close out your browser and try again.
Yeah.
But it's all there, so it is just you. I think that was his first question.
Life Thor says the 1970s called and they want their sunglasses back.
Nope.
Yeah. You should be like roller skating on a boardwalk with those.
Oh my gosh. Baba Dawson says, Stacey, I would like to see your bookshelves. There's so many.
Is that what they're calling it now?
I'll see what I can do about getting some pictures of bookshelves. Ron Chef says, what's up with giving Rue so much grief tonight? This is the regular amount.
Oh, this is totally regular
amount of grief. Yeah, but he did show up with some fabulous sunglasses on. And if you think I'm not going to leap onto Rue's fabulous sunglasses, you're mistaken.
Anthony Pantano says, I agree. What do you agree with, Anthony?
It doesn't matter. I'm just happy that he agrees.
Yeah.
Probably the whole Rob Zombie thing. Don't make him type it out.
Cat Swift says, we don't mind poopy hair.
I've already thrown myself under the bus, and at the wrath and anger of vegans, they will pummel me with stalks of broccoli and thrash me with the leafy end of a carrot. But I will persevere.
Susie Gardner says, that mask is the thing nightmares are made of. Just saying.
Thanks. My wife sculpted it. She knows scary.
Right, Demon says, shots fired. Custom Corpse says, foam noodle dummies. Did you complete those in part 2?
Complete is such a strong word. I completed 1. So you got 2 legs, you got 2 arms, and yeah, you got that.
Rob O'Brien says, hello, creepers. Been fighting with my internet all evening. June Ritchie says, FYI, I see the shop menu in the shop option in the hamburger menu.
Oh, hamburgers.
Ken Zarish says, Harley Davidson roller skates.
I'm in.
Gray says, "Oh God, the bookshelves. They're everywhere." Yeah.
Okay, all right. He said Harley Davidson roller skates.
Yeah.
And in my head, I heard Harley Quinn roller skates.
It's like
So
a
the
bit.
image that I had of Rue was completely different than the image that you guys have. Wow.
Cat Swift says, "I've been a vegetarian for over 50 years, but there are some folks out there that have no problem making bleed."
That's good. That's good to know.
Like Thor said, "Sorry, Rue, I had to."
You got to make sure that when you become a vegetarian, you hold on to your anger. You don't want that to go away.
Anthony Pantano says, "I agree." Wink.
Right. That's what you do, man. That's what you do.
Stay tuned. Carker says, "Does it mean vegans are trying to kill us? I mean, they eat the plants that produce our oxygen. Plus, 95% of meat can eat, and 40% of plants."
There was math there.
Early routine.
Celeste Kitty says, "Alan, why are you wearing your holy hoodie? It's not Sunday."
Oh. I actually told the story of this hoodie a little earlier.
Ron Chef says, "Don't worry about the vegans. They'll get tired real quick." Bobby Dawson says, "No, actually, I think you make a solid point, Alan, about Rob Zombie."
I think that there's a hunting and murdering aspect that I expect in a horror movie.
Ken Zarish says, "Harley Rue Quinn." Gray says, "I gotta get off early tonight. Actually, finished my homework tonight. Surprise, surprise. But I gotta get up super early tomorrow morning for drill team. Good night." Good night, Gray.
Alright.
Love you.
Good night,
See you on
Gray.
Wednesday. Rodney Pope agrees with my mom, so it's awesome. I can't wait to see it finished. Custom Corpses says, "To firm the noodle dummies up, I could use spray foam, right?"
Why do you? They're actually pretty firm. So I guess you could because they kind of make a cage and then you could spray foam inside of them, but they're going to be as durable as pool noodles. And pool noodles are pretty UV stable, whereas spray foam is not that UV stable. The Loctite is kind of UV stable. But like great stuff is not.
Cat Swift says, "I have 6 brothers and a whole bunch of kids. No problem holding on to anger. They reduce me constantly." Rodney Pope, "Susie is your mom, Stacey?" Yep, that's my mom. That's my mom.
Yeah, everybody who works in the shop gets a bonus if they make their family members watch. Boost up the numbers.
I lure them in by not seeing them. So they're like, "We must prove she exists. Gotta tune in." I am very happy that you watched, Mom.
Okay, and I'm putting a clear coat on right now, and that's going to act as a resist. So, because the next thing that I'm going to do is going to go in with ink, and I'm going to hit this with blue ink that's going to be thinned down with alcohol, and then that will, it'll go on, but it won't stick super well because I put a gloss on. And as Stacy knows, painting something, dry brushing something that's glossy doesn't work very well.
Miserable. Ken Zuri says, "I know it's not a mask topic, but how can you remove Gorilla Glue from glass?"
How can you remove Gorilla Glue from glass? Well, Gorilla Glue
Razor blade.
is real stable. You're going to have to use something like a physical, like razor blade. Yeah, it's not going to be fun, and you will not enjoy it. It will not be quick.
Scarecrow 77 says, "What happens to great stuff in UV light?"
Breaks down really fast. It gets soft and crumbly. So soft and crumbly.
Baba Dawson says, "Stacy's mom, so sweet. Mom says, I love seeing you so happy." Thanks, Mom. I enjoy being happy. It works out.
Oh, am I clouding?
A little bit. Yeah, that's a handy little guy there.
Yeah, it's not like the best laid out. Like this is a bit of a cluster, trying to pick the ones you want.
Stay tuned. Car Care says, "Usually an IPA can break down glue."
Okay.
I did not know that. Who knew? White boy beer was good for something. Rodney Pope says, "Love the finished murder hornet."
Hey, thanks. I think I did the finish on it, and Rue did the sculpting on it. Think. I don't. I'm pretty sure you're right. I don't remember a lot. To be honest with you, there are
Getting
masks
a lot
that
of
pop
color.
up, and I'm like, did I sculpt that? Like, did I make that mask?
Good night, Michael Lassiter.
Right, Michael.
And I know eventually I'm going to accidentally take credit for someone else's work, but I think I made that.
Rodney Pope says, would this ghost happen to be my ghost?
Yes.
Sure.
Unless you watch me ruin it
Yeah. And then
by accident, and then no, this was just a test.
Sean Davies says, can you coat great stuff and protect it? I've come too far. I can't turn back.
Yeah, you can paint it with something like a house paint, anything that's going to keep the UV rays off of it of the sun. That's pretty good. Pretty thick there, but let me get a bit of Parago.
If you are using house paint and you're looking for UV protection, make sure you're using exterior.
Yeah, use exterior house paint.
Custom Corpses says, I want to make a life-size mannequin for a Myers costume. I just need it to be strong and light. I really love the way you used human anatomy in those builds. It was great.
Thanks. Yeah, I mean, that'll work just fine. You don't have to make it any stiffer. Just add a couple reinforcing noodles.
Rodney Pope says, awesome. Stay tuned, Power Characters. If you go fancy, you can get Citrol. It can break down chunks of road tar like butter.
Rotar.
Yes.
And butter.
Grappy UK says, morning, guys. Love the new cameras and subtitles.
Good morning, Grappy UK.
Good morning,
Good to see you on, sir. I need to do like a little St. George animation whenever someone from the UK says greeting from the UK or Grappy pops on. And I think St. George is a good one because you've got the dragon tie-in with St. George, and he is a good saint as far as saints go.
Thank you, Scott Colehart, for linking the full murder jacket.
And, where are we on? Let's go to tripod. It's going to capture this better. Woo! I'll say it's bluer on your screen than it is in real life.
Yes. It's more aqua. Rodney Pope says, what would you do for Australian viewers?
Depending on how much I'm going to want to mess with Ezekiel.
Just a graphic of you punching a kangaroo.
Yeah.
Good night, Stan.
Good night, y'all.
Have a good night, Stan.
Y'all Wednesday.
Good night. Baba Daza says, oh, this guy's cool. What is he?
It's going to be like a racy ghosty thing.
Racy.
Lisa Rent sent a koala.
Yeah.
Ron Shep says, make a Foster's button for Ezekiel.
Oh, see, that's messing with Ezekiel. I like doing that.
Ryan Demon says, no, a koala bear. Baba Daza
That's
says,
it.
like an icy ghost?
Well, I don't think it'll end up as icy as it looks right now. By the time that I layer in some black with my other airbrush, I don't think this will feel icy. Right now, because it only has the white and blue, it does feel very icy.
Apparently, the closed captioning said racy ghosts.
Nothing wrong with that.
Scandalous. Custom Corpse says, I'm getting ready to order more Monster Fight, another Ed head. I'm stuck in no man's land in this cold and snowy weather up here in Jersey. Can't wait for spring.
I hear you.
Rodney Pope says, I've been wondering what you were going to do with color on this.
I'm going to keep it to the ethereal blues and,
Ron Shep says, koala bear holding a foster. Oh, ridiculous. Lisa Arendt says, love the blue.
Thanks.
Scarecrow 77 says, cool little video was great. Are you going to show how to attach the limbs?
You attach the limb the same way you've done everything else. You just do it. Heat gun and the pointy.
The pointy.
Pointing.
What I said.
The technical term.
Rodney Pope says, I know it'll be amazing if I repaint it. Ron Sheff says, the blue is really bringing out the details.
I guarantee it'll be painful.
Oh, stay tuned, car care says, you're telling me, Cousin Boy, since it's a little hard to wash vehicles in 20 degrees. Just like the down.
And now we're going to watch Rue strap a mask.
Do I do anything for the one eye?
Just let one eye.
Bye.
One eye. Oh, wait, Lalo. Make sure you talk them through strapping. To get that process.
Well. No. I don't go avoiding it. Poofy root hair.
Poofy root hair. In the mouth.
Put on the mask.
I go for moistness.
I try and put the straps at my temple area where I would start them. Kind of wanting to push them really far forward lately. But trying to go kind of 1 inch above the eye line and 1 inch below the eye line. And I'm going to put 2 straps on it. So, in doing that, take this here all.
Good night, Mom.
And I'm just going to line it up. Personally, this is kind of just something I do, is that I like to line up both sides and kind of do them together. That way I know they're even.
Ken Zarish says, the caption said frapping. Look what come out here just a minute ago.
I'm not doing that on camera.
Mike Church announcement said, nice color.
Hey, thanks, Mike.
Mom is heading to bed.
Good night. While Rue is doing that, I'm going to clean my airbrush off camera so Crips will not pick on me.
Clean as ever. Quote unquote.
Stay tuned, car care says, closed captioning can be funny at times.
Yes, it can.
Now, poke my hole, I put the rivet through, put it through the strap, together, put the back cap on the rivet, grab this here pliers.
Crip says, I've been cringing the whole time.
I have no doubt, buddy. I have no doubt.
Lisa Arendt says, what's in store for Karen?
She's going to become a longshore fisherman from a little town called Innsmouth.
Close my rivet. Bingo, bingo. Half strap
Bingo,
on.
bango. Whoa.
Bonus.
Got a hook in it.
Sure.
Do. I lost where I had put the hole through the mask, but I
Oh,
had to
no.
flex it in order to see the
I
hole.
hate it when that happens.
So, do they know what kind of material you're using to strap it with?
I'm using neoprene strapping material. I don't know what else to call it.
It's elastic.
Elastic?
It's elastic.
Just elastic? Okay.
What's the thickness on that?
I have no idea.
It's 3/4 of an inch thick.
Got it.
Yes, that is 3/4 of an inch
I don't
thick
know
black
those things.
elastic.
Why does he expect me to know these?
Thank you, Scott Colehart, for
That just
making
does
up
the
Karen
news.
blank. All right, Scarecrow 77 says, rivets versus Chicago screws. Go.
I would like it to stay together, so I use rivets. They don't make Chicago screws that bear down thin enough for latex. And then there's always a chance of it unscrewing and kind of working itself out. So to fix that, you would put a little bit of super glue or thread lock in there, which turns it into a rivet. So just use rivets.
Ken Zarish says Karen's the bait shop salesman.
She's a bait shop salesman.
Stay
Oh,
tuned,
no,
car
we
care
don't
says you
know.
guys mainly stick to masks or plan on making full costumes in the future.
I normally make full costumes. They're just kind of hard to sell right now, simply because of the climate of the world. So not a lot of full costumes going out of the shop at this moment.
However, he does employ a seamstress.
Yeah.
For
There's
the
a reason
express
for that.
purpose.
And the stilt walker.
Not just
She doesn't just sit around here and wait for comments. This is black that I have thinned down. And see how that black is going to lessen that blue and beat it up a little bit? Black is a bully of a color.
Realm says, looks good.
Thanks.
Ken Zarish says, who here watched Blark and Son on Comedy Central?
Hurricane son.
I've never actually heard of that.
Not I. I also don't have Comedy Central.
Yeah, I don't actually have cable anymore.
We cut the cord.
I sort of stopped doing it.
Ditto. Yeah. I guess not winter.
Ken Zarish says it's a puppet show. Mike Trzynowski says, size of the rivets?
These are small double cap rivets.
Ah.
Stay tuned, car care says, I do have a friend of mine that's a makeup artist and seamstress if you ever need a freelancer.
While I appreciate that, I have more people who want to work here than I have work to do. So I greatly appreciate that. But
So he only employs the best.
and rude.
Anthony Pantano says, that's better, the blue is less hard.
Yeah. And so one thing, I hear a lot of people who don't ever share their work and they never share in progress work. Because a lot of folks, if they don't see what your process is going to be, they might think that you ruined, like how many times did you watch Bob Ross paint and you say, you ruined it, and then it's like, okay, that worked out, that's pretty good, and at some point you have to just, trust the person who's doing it.
Ken Zarish says, the mask reminds me of Ice Friggin. Ezekiel says, yeah, and Rob, so there goes that theory.
Hey, Ezekiel, I didn't know you were on.
Ezekiel, you must have just got on. You definitely would have commented a moment ago otherwise.
Chad Smith says, it was a very cold day power washing my mold today.
Dude, yeah, I have a mold back there that I haven't power washed in 2 months.
Stay tuned, car care says, just happy mistake. Lisa Arendt says, that's why I applaud you. Could never do such detail being watched.
It's, it takes getting used to.
Ezekiel says, I've been in the background. Thank you, Scott Colhart, for linking our soul silk costumes on StiltBeStudios.com.
Yeah, check out, we have some good costumes on there, some stilt stuff. Stilt B Studios, we do a lot of stilts. I'm going to pull over my other chair. Never do standing what you can do sitting down.
That's great.
I learned that from the Joker.
Yeah.
Hey, Rue, do you want to take people in the other room and talk about what you poured up?
Not quite at the moment.
Okay. I'll wait till you finish that important business meeting. If I ever walk away, just normally just go to Oswald. Okay.
Realm says, which I could be doing, wish I should be doing what you're doing, Ellen, instead of this crappy geometry work.
Well, we were doing geometry. We were building foam bodies.
Ezekiel says, oh, I guess that they were talking about it earlier. Do I have to defend myself?
No, we were. So I said that I wanted to do a little St. George when someone from the UK hops on or says hello, and they ask what we put on there for Australia. And of course, Rue suggested that we put on a koala bear drinking a Foster's beer because that's the most Australian thing he can think of.
Lisa Arendt said a whole line of koalas.
Did I say koala bear or did I say koala?
I think you said koala bear. I
Yeah, I have drawn the ire.
Graphy UK says hello.
Hey, Grafton.
JP Tarker says Foster's isn't even Australian.
I know, but they pretend that it is. I also have a surprise for you about Texas Roadhouse. It's not terribly Texan.
Realm says, yeah, I guess, but my teacher wouldn't take that, sadly.
I don't know, man. You show up with a bag full of arms and legs. You'd be surprised how cooperative a teacher can be.
Oh, God. Ezekiel says, I see the snowy weather. It's hard to fathom with the heat we have. Chad Smith says, wow, the closed captioning is way off tonight.
Well, there's a lot more people in the shop, so it's not just me talking like it was before. So now it's picking up a little bit of Stacy's inflections and a little bit of Rue's inflections, and it's kind of guessing an average. But it'll get better over time, I'm sure.
This is why you traditionally pay people to do this. Scott Creighton says, I thought the Foster's was Australian for beer. At least that's what the commercial says.
I think it's Australian for stuff we want Americans to drink.
Ezekiel says, if you rearrange the letters of Foster's, you get kangaroo pee.
I don't think he's good at spelling.
Scarecrow 77 says, still be studios now with reading.
We said there'd be no math. Reading is probably going to have to happen.
Chad Smith says it's Australian for crap. Foster's is terrible.
I have not heard a lot of good things about Foster's, I'll be honest. Not a beer drinker myself.
Has a big can.
That's the positive. It's in a huge can. It's cheap.
Bob Adams says, I appreciate the closed captioning. Never seen anyone do it on a live stream.
Okay, so we have closed captioning because of Patreon. 100%. I redirected some Patreon funding to set up closed captioning. Because I could do it for videos. There's even some free software that worked not that good. But a little service is what I use for this.
Graphy UK says, will the subtitles might pick up ALEXA?
Alexa, tell me a joke.
How did boogers get married? They tried it's not.
Nope.
It did not. But she's turned down pretty low
Yeah.
because we were playing popular music from 2010 in the shop earlier today. I was playing
Yeah.
popular music from 2010 in the shop.
Stay tuned, Car Care says, Still Be Studios needs sponsoring by Coke.
You know who jams surprisingly well in the shop? Kesha. That's who.
Oh, yeah. Guy Colehart, thank you for linking our Patreon. Bob Adams says, wow, that's awesome. Ezekiel says, I can't remember the last time I saw Foster's in a bottle shop here. A bottle shop, is that like a liquor store? I have to be honest, not that my opinion matters, but I miss the sound of the tools.
Well, we'll be back and talking in a minute. Yeah, I'm gonna actually, I can't find what I did to undo it,
Oh,
because I was going to undo it. I just can't find where I changed those settings in order to adjust them. So it is what it is until I can figure that out.
Slimy focus laughing.
Hey, Rue,
Yeah.
how's it going?
Good.
Awesome, I'm glad to hear that. They said they missed the sound of the tools, so I made sure you spoke on the mic.
Oh, okay.
You're true.
Yes.
You feel the punch. Lisa Rent says, please don't. Scott Craig says, good night, everyone. See you next time.
Bye, Scott.
Rob O'Brien says, ooh, that's Spectre Dreamy.
I'm trying to get it where I want it. You know, I want some white to pop hard, and I'll probably dry brush it again with some white. I want that blue to be there working in the background.
Lisa Rent says, no, it's just Chad that doesn't like the
Oh, okay.
Stay tuned car characters. I'm going to call him out like that. Ezekiel says, Drew is really embracing the punching bag role.
You know what? Drew works hard. Not always on the right things, but Drew works very hard.
He dishes out as much as he gets.
Yeah. I'm so nice on camera, guys. You guys-
I need a crew that's going to poke me a little bit because people are really nice. They're entirely too nice.
They are.
So
Way too nice.
He does need somebody in the shop to go, that kind of looks bad. Don't do that.
Drew will do that.
Oh man, I have to tell you, as cool as that looks in person, on camera it looks really neat. Spin it back over and say, looking. There you go. How sweet that looks. I mean,
That looks, yeah.
that looks
It
real
looks
cool.
better on camera.
my goal is to get what's on camera to look the other way.
Chad Smith says, when you said Brew works hard, so captioning said, Ruby Blue, Brew works hard.
Ruby Roo.
Kenzie says, he works hard for the money, so hard for it, honey. So you better treat him right.
Not the version I remember.
Oh, Ezekiel. So FYI, new Tim Tam flavors are out, so I've done the shopping, so we'll get care packages out finally the next day or so.
I will tell you what, Ezekiel. Let me tell you a funny story. Put on Ozbot for me, and then go ahead. It's story time.
It's story time.
All right. So what happened was the other day I get an email and it says your package from Australia Post is on the way. I'm like,
Ooh.
a package from Australia? That's exciting. And I could not access for some reason the number on it, the tracking number. But then it sent me, your package should arrive tomorrow. I got another email from Australia Post, and I got the day up. Like they sent me 5 updates, and they just had the wrong email. It wasn't for me, but I was really hoping for cookies.
Yeah.
I'm like, this might be Tim Tam. I didn't order anything from Australia.
Calm it down, Baba Daza.
So, this on? Yeah. Wait.
Do you want tripod?
I won't leave it in Tim.
Okay. You can't really, you have so much paint on your finger. Josh Newman says, hi, everyone.
I know
Did it?
relation.
You did.
Okay, great.
You are zoomed.
What else before I was trimming Zoe over here. Alexa, how much time left on timer?
There are no times set.
That's on. Alexa, set a timer for 12 minutes.
12 minutes. 12 minutes.
Baba Downs says, was that a camera signal?
Yes, that's a hand signal that tells the camera different things to do. Like this signal here, it should be able to read that, and it'll zoom back out, I think. Maybe.
Maybe. There you go.
For me to do it right, I have to move my hand away pretty fast. If I leave it there, it'll go in and out. But, yeah. Anyway.
Barbara Saletti says, Anthony, I are headed for bed, gang. Good night, all. The
Good night, guys.
good.
Thank you.
Alright.
Stacy, would you please hit tripod cam?
Stay tuned, car crash says, nah, you're calling us losers. So, I'm just kidding. Baba Downs says, I was just teasing because you said everyone's too nice to you. She said a mean thing to you.
What'd she say?
To keep it balanced.
What'd she say?
Well, I'm not going to read it online because I'd get in trouble. She spelled it phonetically, but I would still get in trouble.
Oh.
It wasn't very nice.
She was cussing at me?
Yeah.
That's not very nice.
Yeah, she said she was confusing because you said everyone's too nice to you.
Oh, people are.
She had to be mean to you. Cat Swift says shipping is so messed up right now. I got 2 emails about packets arriving today, then a third saying the package was delivered January 18th.
Nice.
Scarecrow77 says, I thought you were calling us losers.
I was not.
He was.
I'm trying to signal the camera in order to become a zoomier camera.
Chad Smith says, I think that mask would also look great in red lows and black highs like lava.
Yes, it would. That is true.
They can do all of the elements.
Rodney Pope says, Alan, what are the ghost claws that Lisa Arendt was talking about?
The what?
Ghost claws? She was talking about the gloves that you make.
Oh, yeah. I make like nice clawed gloves for different characters. Yeah.
Anthony Pantano says, I agree. Wink.
Just knocking this back a little bit more.
Oh my gosh, do people still do the loser L? Like,
No.
isn't it usually on the forehead?
I don't think anybody really actually did the loser L in the first place.
It doesn't suck.
That feels pretty good. I'm going to dry brush it with a little bit of white, though, to repop some things.
Lisa Arendt says, you made the ghost claw gloves for my ghost, my first hops mask.
That's right.
Ezekiel says, I do the loser L to my kids.
Nice.
Graphy UK said, did Shannon sculpt the mask you're working with?
She did. She sculpted it.
Thank you, Scott Colehart, for linking the sea creature hands. Greg Watkins say, can I just say again how awesome Shannon's sculpt was?
It was pretty awesome.
Pretty sweet. Stay tuned, Car Care says, I think you guys need a bare hands challenge night. Where you make bare hands?
I have bare hands right now.
I got black tip.
Anthony Pantano says, when I see people do the loser L, I think of Luigi from Mario and Luigi. His hat.
Oh.
Thinking about it? Maybe.
Maybe. Maybe. Very
Hutcha,
easily
hutcha, hutcha. Lobster. Can you do it for your shirt?
It didn't. The lights are really harsh, so it doesn't read like it's a natural light.
Yeah. Baba Daza says, oh man, those sea creature hands are amazing.
We don't need no zooming in.
Stay tuned, Carker. Just bare hands as wear fur gloves.
I make good monster paws already. They're not on the website because I haven't launched them yet. Because as soon as I do, some other vendors will be selling them, and I want at least a year of them being mine. So I'm gonna not launch them until after Transworld. Then I'll put them on the website.
Or you said maybe your hands are too dark.
Well, they're also very multicolored and fun.
Andy Pantano says, does your hand have to be centered to have the camera notice?
Not centered, it should be up next to your head. Thank you.
Yeah, that looks cool. Like, I don't know if it's picking up the shine from the lights really good too. It looks really shiny.
It is, it's been glossed.
Paul Bennett says, wear white gloves.
Yeah, the wet dry brush really is helping. Not like puts the darks where they go.
Oh, yeah. John C. says, were you giving me the loser L sign?
That's not important, John. No, I'm trying to get the camera to do something and it uses hand gestures.
Rob O'Brien says, are there metallic paints used on it?
No. This is just a gloss underneath of a transparent ink. So you're getting shine at several different levels because the shine is going straight off of the white that's still there and the shine is coming off through the ink that I put on.
Oh. Ezekiel says the closed captioning is dropping F-bombs.
That's very interesting.
Baba Dawson says, so this was Shannon's sculpt?
Yes, yes it is.
The horror view says they would be white out of the package for 2 seconds. Ron Shep says auto caption just dropped an F-bomb. All right.
Everybody needs a hobby.
Much concern. Horror Beauty says, 2 seconds, yeah. Greg Watkins says, I'm not sure who controls it, but the closed captioning is dropping cup words.
It's an automatic thing, so it thought it heard that, and that's what it said.
We can probably give you a list of words to exclude.
Okay, I'm actually pretty happy with that paint. Now I need to find some Screeno.
Paul Bennett noticed also some of the captions that John Senta and cuss words. Stay tuned, car care says, like creating a pearl. Zika says, is that Australian button to help us Aussies?
That's right. That's it.
Thank you, Scott Colhart, for linking the ready to ship masks. Ken Zarish says, like earlier, it said frapping.
Alan, cheek hole breathing holes.
I cut that whole line out in between the teeth.
Just between the teeth.
Yeah.
Mrs. CB says, that's looking amazing.
I'm happy with it. And you know what? I'm gonna go get myself a piece of screen, and while I do, go to phone cam, would you?
All right, phone cam it is.
He's not creepy.
He's not
we
frozen.
swear.
It's
No,
just creepy.
I was just being still.
Paul Bennett says, captions need a better hearing aid so they can type better for us.
Well, look, we're on a budget here, guys.
Stay tuned, car care says, pearlescent paint.
It is not pearlescent paint. It's just paint, yo. We're going on a field trip.
Going on field trip.
Ron Shep says, field trip.
You will not be able to hear me because I'm leaving the microphone.
Bye. What you're seeing right now is our rack of fabric and furs and other things on a roll. What we have there is the screen. We're going to slice off a bit of. We will get back to your questions as soon as he returns. Rob O'Brien says, thanks for the old music. You're welcome.
What's in the Homer buckets? Oh, that's new paint, yo.
Yep, the Homer buckets are full of beast what was it?
Beast effects.
Beast effects. Beast effects paints. Play-by-play with Stacey. That's right.
What am I doing?
I could be an announcer. Joanne Crowley asked, did Shannon Sculpt have a name? Yes, this is
Smoke? Right.
Hey, Rue, can you pour this back in the bottle instead of just putting it up on top of the fridge?
Well, it was left in there. I didn't know what you wanted to do with
I
it.
had something on top of it to keep it from drying out.
There was nothing on top of it.
Scarecrow 77. Please no Muzak. I'm sorry.
Thank you. $100,000 there was twice because I put it there twice.
Chauncey says the stairway of terror.
Somebody else moved it at some point.
That's fine, but it was there.
I was like, okay.
You used the bottle last.
All right. Unknown effect
Right.
says, do you still make and sell the silicone skeleton gloves?
I never sold the silicone skeleton gloves. I just showed you how to make them.
Scott Goldhart says, smash the thumbs up and share. Thanks, guys. We would appreciate it.
If you could go to, I guess, tripod cam now. Right there, bro. Wow.
Realm says, I'm sorry, but
I
how much
didn't-
did you
I
say the
didn't
Jim
keep up.
Possum was?
At a show, they're going to be $30, but I think online they're going to be like 45, because there is a bit of work to them.
Stay tuned. Car Fair says, go Giras.
That's right. There were good Gojiras.
Unknown effects says, nice. Or unknown origin effects says, nice. Thanks.
Sometimes I show people how to make stuff because I don't want to.
It gave them a bit of hold music and then started narrating what you're doing.
I see. That's helpful.
Because I can see you now. Previously, when you take the phone into the other room, I
Right.
would
You
not
have
be
no
able
idea
to
what
see you.
you were as lost as they were.
Yeah. That says, what's up, David? Who's David?
Are you on live?
I am. Kara Borden says, beautiful job on that mess.
I painted it. My wife sculpted it.
Oh, that's unknown origin.
Alexa, stop.
Cora Beauty says, really love Shannon's ghost sculpt.
Me too.
It is really pretty. Thank you, Scott Colhart, for sharing the smoke blank that is this mask. Ken Zarish says, Smoke Wraith is a good name.
I need a smoke break. I'm holding out for a smoke break till the end of time.
Realm says, okay, I must have been thinking of the show price because I thought they were 30 or 35. I was way off.
No, you were $15 off. That's really close.
Joanne Crowley says, thank you.
At the show, I'm going to have a bit of them for $30. That is my plan. That was my plan last year. Osbot, please. Sometimes our plans change.
That is true.
Like right now, I'm coming over here to get contacts in. But now that I'm here, I'm picking up a cookie.
Do it. Do the deed.
There's hidden cookies over there?
Oh, yeah. In the Tupperware. Chad Smith says, I'll be having Paint-A-Palooza tomorrow for my Pora-Palooza.
Hooray! I love that.
I'm glad your floor wasn't ruined. Scarecrow 77 says, cookie time.
I got Palooza 2.0 going on right now that I'm about to drain some from.
Graffy UK says, fiberglass bit my finger. I had to sandpaper the fiber out. Now I have no skin on my finger.
Nice.
Yow.
A sure sign of quality. Never trust somebody with all the skin on their fingers.
Rob O'Brien says, ouch. Unknown origin FX. Where can I assume there's more of that. Oh, where can I see the dead possum?
Right now, you have to go back and find it on a live video because I haven't really done much with it in a long time. They were something that I was making for Transworld. And when Transworld didn't happen, they weren't something that I pushed or moved forward with. So I'll probably get it ready again for this year's Transworld. which of course is coming up in May.
Realm says, could I buy any blanks?
Of course. There's blanks all over the website, and we always bring a tub full of blanks to the show, too.
He says no, of the possum.
Yes. Yeah.
Baba Dawson says, it is for sure happening.
It is a zombie possum. It is a zombie possum, just so you know. That means that if some of his toenails get ripped off when we pull him out of the mold, it's okay. Because that happens quite a bit.
Rodney Pope says, I hope I get to go to Transworld this year.
I
I hope everyone gets.
Yeah, I will be there. Right now, they're full tilt boogie, so
Unknown Origin says, hopefully Transworld happens.
they're trying very hard to make it happen. We'll see how it do.
Fingers crossed.
Fingers crossed if it's safe. You know, but the
Yeah.
most important thing is safety.
Baba Dawson says, wait, I was talking about Transworld. You're making a zombie possum?
Yes, well, I've already made zombie possums.
Done been done.
I actually have a bucket full of possum parts.
Realm says, how much would a blank be for a possum?
Probably $30. And that might be what you asked about before.
Scarecrow 77 says, I'm guessing Transworld is something other than what it sounds like.
So Transworld is a trade show for the haunted attraction industry. There's also Christmas stuff. There's also escape room stuff, but it's an attraction-based trade show.
Ken's Reach says, zombie possums are awesome. Rob O'Brien says, I got my confirmation of my vendor application, just waiting for my booth number.
Awesome.
Baba Dawson says, see, and Alan, you think our random conversations in these chats are unrelated. Ezekiel says, there's also Sugar Fire.
There is indeed. Sugar Fire is the barbecue place right near Transworld Convention Center.
Mrs. CB says, will you be filming any content at Transworld?
I probably will, in all honesty. Now that I'm set up this way, I probably will.
I was going to say, one way or another, the channel and the Patreon will be filming something.
Yeah.
Shannon says, Sugar Fire. Anthony Pantano says, if Transworld happens, will you put the address on the page so I can know exactly where it's at, please?
Sure. Well, actually, just Google Transworld. Google it. Transworld Halloween Show. It is in the old Google. It'll show up.
Greg Watkins says, Alan, have you tried the 18-volt Riley cordless heat gun? Curious of your thoughts.
I haven't. I'm so loyal to my Harbor Freight heat gun, I don't even look at other heat guns from the trigger down.
Chad Smith says, Sugar Fire is awesome. I don't think we went there this last time.
Well, I sure did. We did.
Tony didn't, I guess. Ezekiel says, Mrs. Hobbs just tried the new white chocolate and mango Tim Tams. Jury's out and sending you a care package. Oh, thanks to Shannon.
When,
Thank you, Shannon, for posting the link to Transworld.
what was I talking about? Oh,
Sure.
last year at Transworld, you were not with us.
Yeah, I was with
Last year.
Eden Richet Studios.
That's right. You were with our booth neighbors,
Yeah.
but not us.
Yeah, 2020 was supposed to be my Stilt Beast Transworld debut.
Right.
Stay tuned, Car Care says, I'm curious, how can you tell if a zombie possum is dead or just playing possum?
Hit it with a shovel.
That's what says Pie Pizza Place was really good too.
Yeah. look at that from far away and see how it looks. Go to Osbot for me.
Ken Zarish says, pick it up.
What are we picking up?
How many ska players do you need to change a light bulb?
No, I don't know.
1 to drop it on the ground and 3 to pick it up, pick it up, pick it up.
I'm tightening this clamp, and apparently it's going to take a while. This is a clamp that I would use to hold the heat gun down, and Rue put a mask on it.
Ken Zarish says the possum. That's how you can tell whether it's a zombie possum or a dead possum.
You pick it up. Okay, I got it.
Horror Beauty says Godzilla.
Oh, yes, in the background. Never trust the background Godzilla.
Greg Watkins says, I like that it's glossy and the eyes are matte and seem to go on forever. Cat Swift says, what did you do with Rue?
He is dumping out some molds.
Doing the work. I want to do the work today. Horror Beauty says, whatever happened to the Goblin Boy?
I don't know what the Goblin Boy is.
Aqua Cave Creations says, night all. Good night, Aqua Cave Creations.
Good night.
Ezekiel says, banished him to the back room. Gregory Haynes says, Shannon's mask is great, very unique and scary. Yes. The one spot in the room that doesn't have front-facing light. Lewis McLam says, hello, I'm here. There we go.
Hello, Lewis.
Scarecrow 77 says, that looks great.
I'm pretty happy with it.
Horror Beauty says, he used to be on the top shelf thing. I think he was green, he came from Distortions, he looks like a kid. Oh, he's up here.
Oh, he's over on the other side of the shop. You just haven't seen him in a while. That's where our computer setup is and stuff. He's up there.
Ken's
And that
reading.
is the Monster Day, the Greeley Gremlin. What do you call them?
Ken's Reach says, it's beautiful.
Thanks, Ken. Now I'm gonna paint up a hood. I'll be painting up a hood.
Mike Joannes says, that looks awesome.
I need to get I need a head for this, except my heads are behind like 80 gallons of mask paint.
Those 2 boxes right there next to it are all full of heads.
No, I need a big head and shoulders. Good one. You know what? I can take the fish man off of one.
That's true. Graphy UK says, I think that mask is going to be popular. Baba Dawson says, and the paint job is supreme.
Thanks, homie.
Lisa Arendt says, beautiful mask, the sculpt and paint. Carol Borden says, you guys do good work together, you and Shannon.
She's pretty awesome. Look ahead. What's that in the road? Ahead.
Horror Beauty says, Gremlin. Sorry, my bad. Great descriptions, though.
It's all good. You did great. You got us there. That's what matters. Shannon Hobbs says, thanks, guys. Had a great picture. No, you like each other. Go.
Carol Morton says, not to mention the shop monkeys, too. Yeah, we helped. I helped to make this.
Yeah, Stacy made the hood.
Misty Jazerski says, howdy all, sorry I'm late. Photo class brain over. Scarecrow 77 says, wet paint.
How dare they? Yes, wet paint. I'm gonna write them a strongly worded letter. You got stuff to do. Like hang out with us. Okay, so note for Rodney. Cool to wear your hood like this. Not cool to wear your hood like this. I'm just saying, this is not a costume that'll help you. This is fine.
Yeah,
Luckily, the mask will keep it in this position.
that's good.
That's the problem with these white hoods. They're, white hoods.
Yeah. Baba Dog says, aw, super sweet. Randy Pope is laughing again.
Alexa, set a timer for 10 minutes.
It's TV, also laughing. Scarecrow 77 says, does it come in black?
Yes.
Comes in all the colors we have, which is black, red, white, camel, rust,
Purple.
purple.
We didn't have purple then. We had purple
We didn't
then.
have purple then, we do have purple. Rob O'Brien said that's a different kind of scary. Paul Bennett says someone used him for similar to the E.T. the movie. Stay tuned, Carter says reminds me of the Moon Knight cape. Oh yeah.
It is a little moon nighty.
Baba Dawson says I love those hoods on my wish list. Thank you, Shannon, for linking the hoods on.
You almost yelled over to Shannon, didn't you?
No.
Oh, I thought about it.
Baba Dawson says I love the green. Yeah, I like the green too. I love the green. The blue does fix it a bit.
Yeah. 60% less planning.
Anthony Pantano says looks medieval to me.
Well, it is a hood and mantle.
Cat Swift says it's hard to tell on camera. Is it a textured panty velvet type?
This feels very crushed velvet, but it is not. It is a very durable fabric called scrunchy.
It's kind of an upholstery fabric, so it's not very stretchy
Right.
at all.
Which means it's nice to sew.
Yes, lovely so. Rob O'Brien says that's a great price on those hoods.
It is, I think.
Paul Bennett says Robin Hood and Shadow. Robin Hood says 60% less planning.
Yeah.
Mrs. CB says, is it warm? Yes.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. This fabric is has all the warmth of a fabric that's very durable that you would think.
It is a polyester blend.
Polyester.
Baba Dove says, I thought it was crushed velvet for sure. It does have kind of that texture. But the pile is not as deep as crushed velvet.
Oh, my pile is deep.
Ken Zarish says the mask and the cloak and that the mask and that cloak will look good with a walking staff with a large crystal quartz on top.
As somebody that's worn entire cloaks made out of that fabric, though, and on a show floor for hours at a time, it actually breathes really well too. Even though it is warm, but it breathes well.
They are sewn loose.
Yes.
It's not like you're wearing skin tight stuff.
Well, and it's like a woven underlayer with like some sort of heat adhesion fluff on top. So they're plenty warm, but they're not like deathly. Stay tuned, Car Care says ever plan to do some Marvel type creations like Abomination or Marvel Undead?
No, I don't do a lot of licensed characters. Like I do some He-Man stuff because no one ever makes masks or anything of those. But I try to stay away from licensed characters as much as I can. I don't own the rights to those characters. I try to do more original stuff. I did do some licensed characters during the pandemic because I was poor and I needed the money.
Rodney Pope says, what kind of gloves do you have that will go with it?
So I have principles unless I'm broke.
That's right.
That's what we've learned today.
Yes.
I Let's show you a video.
I could make gloves that go with the ghost. I don't have any like right off the bat, but I would do long finger gloves with this.
Greg Watkins says, night all.
Night, Greg.
This is CB says, I'm generally cold, so warm is good.
I can kind of go both ways for haunt actors generally.
It depends. Are you an indoor haunt that is climate controlled, or are you going to be outdoors? If you're going to be outdoors and you're a place that's, like, has winter, unlike our place.
I've decided to have winter. Go ahead and go to the phone cam, and you can see Rue working. And Rue can aim the phone cam to make sure that you can see stuff.
Paul Bennett says, use this hood as Jack Frost got one. Not a bad idea.
Next rock talking.
Rob O'Brien says that would be an awful fabric for gloves, both to make and wear. It would probably be a pain in the butt to make. I don't think they would be terrible to wear. Like, it's not a fabric that ravels or frays, so you can have an open seam on the inside if you had to.
One of Alan's earlier sculpts, I can tell because it's not near as symmetrical. Yeah, you're getting rivets in two different places on this one.
Scarecrow 77 says, did you ever make the helmet for Trap Jump?
Not yet.
And Ronnie Pope says, cool, I'll take some whenever you have the time to do some. I'm in no hurry.
Okay.
Rob O'Brien, I have personally used the worst fabric for gloves. And it was like big cartoon character, like hamburger helper gloves. That was miserable.
I made her do that too.
Yeah.
That was also me.
Mrs. CV says, I was thinking of wearing it around the house to creep out my hubby and the neighbors.
That's a good use for it.
I thought Misty when I went in the other room.
Did. Damn thing. Oh, my gosh. Cora Beauty says Muppet gloves.
Yeah, like Mickey Mouse gloves.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oddball.
Mickey Mouse gloves.
Robert Ryan says, oh yes, same, very scratchy.
Actually, you know what? Go to, this one.
We'll try that.
Right.
Bobby Dawes says hamburger helper gloves? Yeah, like the character from Hamburger Helper. It's like a big cartoon white glove. Like Mickey Mouse gloves.
One on your hands, not on your full body.
Robert Ryan says, oh yeah, same, very scratchy. Yeah, they were not fun.
I think this kind of motion will tie in with the mask a little bit.
Wow, so that, like, in person does not read crazy harsh. On camera, it reads so stark. That's funny. Chad Smith says, I'm thinking of sculpting a pair of hands, gloves, to go with my alien. A little nervous about sculpting hands. Any tips?
Just make them a little bigger than you think. Gloves are hard to size, so just, be careful. Enjoy. Good luck.
Scrappy UK says, I wish I was on the beach catching some sun. I don't like the cold weather. Cora Beauty says,
You know you live in the UK, right?
Yeah.
Cora Beauty says, worst for me was like a Muppet-like Fozzie Bear hand. 52. Yeah. Scarecrow 77 says, okay, what is that and where do I get one?
Oh, this is a stencil, and these will actually be on the Still Beast website. We'll have a pack of stencils coming out for airbrush work. So they'll be out soon, shortly after we get the paint done.
Depends on what you were talking.
Baba Dawson says, yeah, I get you. Love that reference.
Within the month of February, you will see these guys on the website.
Ezekiel says UK equals cold weather. Time to move down under. Michelle Schulte says, do you order the gloves in bulk online?
Yes, I do actually.
Not the hamburger helper. We made those from scratch.
Yeah, we made those for Carnival Cruise Lines.
Rob O'Brien says, I couldn't tell if that was a gobo or an airbrush thing.
And it's an airbrush stencil that we make.
Just tiny.
Yeah, it's gobo size. And it does the same thing a gobo does.
But for paint.
Technically, it's still for life.
Yeah. Michelle Schulte says, no, the opera gloves.
I don't use opera gloves for a lot because they just don't hold up.
Alexa, stop.
Grabby's moving in with Ezekiel.
Okay. I think Ezekiel could use some yard dragons. That sounds like something Australia would have too.
Yard dragon?
Watch out for those yard dragons. That was not a good Australia.
Such
I don't know. That was more Arkansas than Australia.
Fringe. Fringe.
It's always worth darkening inside of the hood so you don't have that stark hood lining showing up. And it's another way by putting a dark ring around the head of highlighting the face with costume. Stace, would you go to Osbot?
Ezekiel says, come on down. Don't bring COVID Euro strain, though. You'll get stoned at the airport. Ken Zarish says, good night, fam. Good night, Ken.
Good night, guys.
Baba Das says, yeah, so with the green hood, what color would you do inside?
Black. Always do black. Highlights the face. Go to tripod cam, please.
Just curious.
That's a ghost, yo. Ghost. Now I'm doing the ghost. Ooh.
You can try it on.
The mask? Yeah. Okay, so there we go. And gang, as I have finished the mask, I think that's a good stopping point for the evening.
Johnny Hope says, so cool. Next week, Jersey says, looks awesome. Oh, wait, before we go, I want to show my werewolf.
Okay, show them. Go to, you can't.
I can't. I'm over here.
You have a cookie in your mouth.
All right.
And Osbot is pointed towards you already.
All right. Good. My new werewolf, Wolfman, sculpt for the art dolls, which I finished today. So we will have a Wolfman up very soon.
Yeah.
That was all. Stalking.
Okay. Hey, Rue? Yeah? What you doing? Going to say goodnight.
Baba Don said, so cute. I walked in now and said, oh, it's so cute. And I was like, no, he's supposed to be, he's vicious animal.
He's cute. Rue? Is Rue on camera? Yes. Okay. Rue, say goodnight, Rue.
Good night, Ruth.
Stacy.
Good night.
I love
Say
that you said say good night, Ruth.
So,
Thanks, guys. I'm glad you like it.
do you have the end stream button ready to go?
I do.
Shannon preemptively hit it the other day.
Oh, no.
Yeah. So, guys, thank you for hanging out with us. Thank you for watching us work on the ghost. My wife is here. Wife, come on over and look at this ghost before we go.
Thanks, Ezekiel. Had something in my teeth, apparently.
Ah,
Great. Classy.
That looks great. Toe trouble with strings in the eyes.
none. None at all. I think it looks nice.
Did you do some work on the hood?
I did.
Wow.
I used one of our new silk piece stencils.
Body
So,
hopes and I love your ghost, Shannon.
Thanks, buddy.
I can throw this. Good night, Shannon.
He's your guest.
right. That means I didn't screw it up. Yes. Okay. Wife, say goodnight.
Good night.
Cheney. Cheney. Hey. Say goodnight, buddy.
Good night.
Good night. All right. And now we've got a Boris over here. Boris can say goodnight.
Boris.
Boris.
My girl.
Hey, buddy. Okay. Now I'm going to say goodnight. All right, guys. Good night. Thank you so much for hanging out with us. You guys are awesome. And go make stuff.